Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome back to Intuitive Insights with Willow. Here is where I'm always wishing you peace and the understanding that life is always happening for you, not to you. So today is going to be a relationship overview. Now we have 3 decks in front of us. The first deck is an oracle deck. We are going to pull 3 oracle cards, and those oracle cards are going to give us an oversight of the connection that you're having. Now the second deck is 78 tarot cards. This deck, we're going to pull 2 cards. The first card is going to represent your person. Second card is going to represent you. And then the second tarot deck that we have, we're going to pull 5 cards. In those 5 cards, it's going to let us know the situation, the influence, the ailing. When I say ailing, the ailment, I mean, you know, the problem or the oversight of the connection. Also advice, and then outcome, of course. So if that's some interest to you, stay along for the reading. We have the boom. We have gut feeling. Can feel it. Something's coming. And then we have bandages. Okay. Bottom of the deck is silent cries. This is giving me the vibes that you know that trouble is coming to your door. Someone's about to get hurt. Who's about to get hurt? It is an eerie gut feeling that you are experiencing right now. And honestly, Sag, I think you're just waiting for it to come already. All right. Let's get a card to represent your person. You see that? It flipped, then flip right back. I'm like, all right. We have Ace of Pentacles. You could be dealing with a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, Earth sign. All right? Or you could be dealing with an individual who is being presented or offering something. Oof. I don't know if you heard that, but whew, excuse me. You could be dealing with an individual that doors are just starting to open up for them. Opportunity is coming, and this opportunity appears to be too good to be true or too heavy of a challenge for this individual. I only tell you what I channel, okay? Bottom of the deck is the Magician. So this person is manifesting something new. They could be acting brand new with you in some fashion. Wanting to do something new, you know, it's given like dramatic change. Or look here, it could be something y'all could have, you know, things going on in the background, and all of a sudden, boom, something beautiful is coming. Y'all have been waiting for it, and there's some healing that is taking place. All right, given that, you know, change is coming now, change has arrived for the better. Okay. Oh, 2 of Pentacles. They won and you too. So it's giving me you are at a point where you're feeling juggling needs to be done. You're doing a lot of changes. You're doing a lot of reevaluating of things. I think things look good, but there's, you know, with change does come a little bit of irritation. There's come a little bit of uncertainty. So in this connection, oh, we got 4 cups at the bottom. In this connection, this is giving me the vibes of 2 people. Maybe one is getting an offer to move, relocate, and the other one is not liking that idea. Weighing the pros and the cons of this. Let's get your 5. Okay. We have Strength. 8 of Pentacles. What is that? We have 10 of Cups. Boys, Jonathan, will you go out there and move that garbage can, please? Put the trash bin back so it's not blocking the driveway for Papi. Thank you, honey. Okay, we have 10 of Cups. Princess of Wands. I had to pull none of yours, Sag. They just flopping out. And Ace of Swords. That was also Justice. Bottom of the deck, we have the World. All right. So for you, Sagittarius, off rip, we have Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. I think you can see that. Oh, there we go. We have Strength and the Eight of Pentacles. It's having the courage and the confidence to put all that you guys have into this new beginning that you're coming towards. There's some kind of opportunity that's knocking at your door, and you guys need to be able to, or just master the ability to go with the flow. All right. If you're dealing with an earth sign and you're coming up as earth energy too, it's giving me, you have a house, it's stable, right? And now you have to move abruptly all of a sudden. What that reason is, I'm not sure, but it does show a significance of change that's happening. And you guys having to change something within your foundation, okay? Now here, 10 of Cups, this is why I say that too, because when you have 10 of Cups in a position of troubles or, you know, a peekaboo, you know, something that's happened unexpectedly, when you get the 10 of Cups, remember in relationships, people tend to, when struggles present itself, they tend to pull apart and move as individuals, when that is actually a test of y'all character, a test of how much you value your relationship. You are meant to pull together. I've told people this before, and people have frowned at me, including my husband, of me saying this, but it is true. If you have a new baby, all right, when you have a new child, people tend to pull away from one another. She is exhausted, has given a lot to the child. You know, this is y'all creation. He is feeling neglected, don't really know what his place is anymore within this connection, because now she seems a bit detached from him. So it's creating wounds for him. As a man, you know, he wants to be in control. He knew, you know, this is what we had. This is, you know, she started my lineage. He has a new respect, profound respect for her, especially with her giving birth, okay? But he's having a problem connecting with what he had. Generally, the man feels like, okay, so I got a baby, but I lost my queen. That is generally what a man goes through. For a woman, I had a baby, but I lost my identity. And in times like that, that's when negativity and the devil works. I mean, them demons work their ass off in situations like that. You got to see it, baby. It's beautiful to see them just put all their effort into tearing this up, because they prey on those two facets that the people are going through. And what happens is they tend to fight more than love one another. It's very important to stay firm when things like that happen. And I know it's hard, because a lot of women go through postpartum depression, and it's really hard to remember who you are, because you are having what? An identity crisis. And he's having the same thing too, but because he didn't give birth, all of a sudden we're attacking each other. Which one of us is more wounded than the other? You're fighting. That is the worst thing that can happen in a relationship. The worst. But like I said, that's when demons work the best. When you have a new baby. Because what happens? You're not going to tell me what to do with my baby? You know, I know what's best for my baby. Well, you know, I'm not saying that. All of a sudden, she's very edgy. And you'll learn, too, that those low vibrational entities, who they work on the most? The feminine. They work on the feminine the most, because the feminine is the easiest to manipulate. All right? You can get upset with me all you want. I'm effeminate too, but look, and I got 2 kids. I'm effeminate too. I have lived it. I've lived through it. I've learned from it. Now I have strength when it comes to it, okay? So that is what happens. Or when family die, as you get older, you get married, you have children, your children are growing. What happens? Eventually the parents start to pass away, and people pass in threes. You get hit, boom, boom, boom. It gets heavy as hell. And all of a sudden, churn needs you this way. What the churn doing? Acting a goddamn fool. That's what the kids be doing. They be acting a motherfucking fool. They be stressing you out. So you got the kids cutting up. You and your man ain't really getting along because you got family dynamics that's happening. And then you got to do all this planning. You got to take off from work. Now your money looking funny, because yes, you got enough to cover for one, but then I just say they happen in threes. Now many people got 3 months worth of savings in their bank account. So now we are stressing financially as well. And what are we doing? Instead of loving on each other, now we are fighting. We're fighting to make things work. We're probably in disagreements about the children and their behavior, trying to understand the hormones that they going through. And then also between the two of us, what is happening with us? And you usually hit a peak where you be like, you know what? They not who they was when we first got together. No, they're not. But now you're overly judging little fucking things that are starting to look like big things, and that's what it's meant to do. It's meant to test the solidarity of your connection, and unfortunately a lot of people fail. Here, when you have the 10 of cups there, that is what that 10 of cups is telling you. Focus on you and them. Stick to your routine with you and them. When you get a 10 of cup in a position like this, you need to date again. Look, I do dates. I ain't rich. Take my ass to go get a cup of coffee. I love it. Going to get a cup of coffee, going through the car wash, or if we ain't going through the car wash, taking a ride by the lake. I ain't saying get out the car. I'm saying just going to ride by the lake. Radio could still be playing. We can sit there and be daydreaming. Those are my dates. I am not rich, and even if I was rich, damn it, I like shit like that. That's right. A bitch love to be chauffeured around with some snacks, okay? Taurus, all right? And for you, it be the little things. When you start to get frustrated in that damn house and everything's getting cluttered, because when you're going in and out, in and out, in and out, things don't really be cleaned as they usually would be when everybody's working together as a team. It usually don't happen that way. Get your ass up, get his ass up, and y'all go take a fucking walk. Let's walk together. I don't give a damn if you want to hold my motherfucking hand. We ain't got to hold hands, but we're going to take a walk and get this fresh air. We're going to get some form of endorphins burning, because your relationship is worth keeping. This is a solid relationship. There's going to be a lot of changes here that's going on, but it's worth keeping. Your advice here is keep the fire. You have the Princess of Wands. You have to remember who you are and why you chose them. Remember who you are and why you chose them. You understand? Ain't no, oh, it just time. Nope, you said yes. You said yes, and they said yes. And every damn day you wake up and you looking at them and they looking at you, and you choose to wake up with them and go to bed with them, you are choosing them. Every day we got free will. Free will is a bitch. People be like, oh, it's easy to walk away. No, it's hard as hell to walk away. It's hard to walk away, and it's hard to stay. So which pain do you want? Because guess what? It's a cycle. You don't stay in this forever. But goddamn it, you put on your armor and you thrive together. You choose to fight together. You take it on together. When I talk, you listen. You talk, I listen. And even if we don't come to agreement, sometimes it feels better to just get it out. But lay your ass down and take a nap. Nap can cure a lot of things. A lot. And sometimes it's hard to sleep when you're uneasy. So go for a walk. Go for a jog. Go declutter something. Take that energy and turn it into something that is productive for you and your person. But what you ain't going to do is throw in the towel of everything that you built with them. That's not an option. I don't see that as an option. I'll never see it as an option. And I don't care how many times somebody tells me, oh, it could be this. Like the mom, that's my mother-in-law. She's been divorced twice. And, she loved, oh, I'll always be, Let's not get too personal. But who the fuck are you to tell me about love and a long-lasting relationship when you have always chosen you? When you sit there, you make a union, and then you say, fuck it. And I have met divorced women. I have a friend, I got two actually, that are happily divorced. One was with her husband for 32 years. The other one was with her husband for 28 years. Actually, longer than that, if you count when the motherfuckers was in the sandbox. They was in the sandbox together and they decided to part ways. Do you see what I'm saying? And they are happy. And get this, even though they ain't with them, they still friends with them. I think that's crazy. I'm like, that's crazy. Why y'all just don't choose to be together? Girl, we just ain't want to be married. As a matter of fact, I can't count this lady because she ain't my friend, but she work at Wally World up the street from me. And her husband broke up. They were married. I think she said they were married for 15 years. They separated for 3. They got 2 kids together. And guess what? Now they date again. Because they never decided to date anyone else. That's because, see, challenges happen. And sometimes those low vibrational entities, that they work. They work. They get what they wanted. And they walk away. And then guess what? Time comes to play. Reflection tends to happen. And what God says will be, will be. Guess what? The two of you will become friends again. And the two of you will be back in each other's lives. Because we get so caught up with the, oh, we gotta be married. Oh, we gotta be living here. Oh, we gotta be doing this. Yeah, you getting caught up with what the little imagery that they put out here in the world. But that ain't what it's supposed to be. Do you understand? Things happen. Things happen. And it's okay for things to happen. So I don't judge divorcees. My mother-in-law, she be quick to be trying to say the opposite, though. You know, she be tripping. I just laugh at her. She's a Gemini. Yeah, that says enough. But, but you know, it's not that. It's like, yeah, I don't like you right now, but I love you. And like I said, I know divorcees, they do that, and they throw in the towel. But the next thing you know, they buddy again. They friends, and that friendship turn into something else. And it's usually when them kids grow up and be something else. You know, kids grow up, get out of the house, and now all of a sudden you don't have that stress of trying to develop this other roommate that you created. And, you know, it's no longer complicated anymore. So, keep the fire. Remember, I always like to tell people, remember why you did it. And, you know, I've known some, they got married and dude turned out to be, and the woman turned out to be, and I understand, you know, because they separated, divorced, and that went in the pen. So I get it. It should be happening. Just saying, life does happen. But here, the outcome is, you two are going to learn, you're going to realize real quick the strength that the two of you actually have together. And you're going to learn a lot in this challenge that's being presented to you. Now, I don't know if it's in the challenge of just your relationship or if it's going to be outside influence, you know, like mom or dad or kids, that's going to affect you guys. But there is going to be some kind of big challenge that's coming, a big hurdle, and the two of you pull together, not apart. All right? Well, that is the advice that I got for you. If this reading resonated with you in any shape, form, or fashion, give your girl a like. I do appreciate it. Also, if you like this kind of content, subscribe to my channel. I do upload 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. I'd love to have you if you're interested in something like that. I love to leave my viewers on this note. We cannot control the challenges that are presented to us in a 24-hour span. What we can control is the way we respond to them. All right? If you move, you set morals, and you move with integrity, okay? You do that. Whether the situation looks good or bad, you're going to have it regardless. Always remember that. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.